Welcome back to the Wind Waker walkthrough. This is going to be a very interesting one today, because today I am off to get some charts. They're not necessarily treasure charts, but they are charts that are going to have very unique functions to them. So first I'll start off by warping to Greatfish Isle. And this video, the raw footage for it was actually pretty long. However, most of this video is also going to be sped up just to be a little bit shorter. But don't worry though, I will explain everything as I'm going on. So I'm going to go east to Cyclops Reef, and I need to open up treasure chart number 21. There it is. So in the previous video I completed all of the reefs, and in this video I will be collecting all the various charts, not necessarily from the reefs, but there are a couple of reefs that do have charts here. And I know after the reefs you're probably going to want nothing to do with them now, but this is the last thing we have to do here. So right here, this is 2 times speed now. These P-hats gave me a little bit of trouble. I accidentally jumped out of my boat. Alright, so inside here is well, let me just get to it first. You need treasure chart number 1 for this, and it's right here. And I don't have my grappling hook equipped. Here we go. I got knocked out of my boat. I think that was the only time I got knocked out of my boat, though. Anyways, this is going to be a very interesting one here. So let's open up the chest to get the light ring chart. What that does, it allows us to see all the special rings of light out at sea at night. That'll be pretty nice. Now let's warp to the Forest Haven. There are a bunch of these different charts here that I'm getting, and they all serve plenty of different functions, and they are quite useful and unique in their ways. So I'm going to go ahead and open up treasure chart number 32. And of course, I need to change the wind to go south. So yes, I sped up literally most of this video just because the raw footage of it was so long, and just Wind Waker is a pretty slow game, especially whenever you're out in the ocean. It's probably the most boring things about this game. Anyways, here we are at the boating course, and let's go ahead and salvage this. There's another one of those useful charts here. This is the Sea Hearts chart, and this allows me to see all of the pieces of heart that are on the sea. It's pretty nice. Now, let's warp to Windfall Island. I'm just trying to zoom along here as fast as I can. Here on Windfall Island, the wind is already facing south, which is pretty useful because I need to go south 1 square to Northern Triangle Island. And you'll need to open up treasure chart 26 for this one. Again, they're really not that far away, but still, I know no one would just want to watch me sail. So here we are at treasure chart number 26. Go ahead and salvage that up. Very good. This is the Octo Chart, and of course, it just tells you where all of the Big Octos are. Pretty typical. Now, let's go ahead and warp once again. We're going to warp to Dragon Roost Island. Also, I kept these cutscenes and such sped up too, because these cutscenes do take, well, a lot longer than I'd want them to be honest. Anyways, now I'm going to go, well, actually, not north 1 square, east 1 square, to the flight control platform. You remember this place, right? And open up treasure chart 19 for this one. Thankfully, it's not very big, so you shouldn't get lost all that much. So let's go ahead and change the wind to the east so that I can go there. Not that far away. I went to the wrong place there. You're supposed to go to the where you take off from. This is a mini game too, where you have your Deku Leaf. If you haven't played it, you can win a piece of heart here, but I covered that in a different video. Anyway, here is another chart here. This is the Island Hearts chart. Much like the Sea Hearts chart, this shows where all the piece of hearts are on an island. Of course, I'm not going to be using those just because I already know where all of the pieces of heart are, but if you don't know, then you can use those. Unfortunately, it doesn't show you which ones you've missed. It only shows where all of them are. So it doesn't tell you which ones you got and which ones you didn't. It just tells you where you can get pieces of heart. And I wish it fixed this even in Wind Waker HD, but it didn't. Anyway, let's go north 1 square, and I'm going to get the info for this chart right here. There are not very many of these left. Look at that, there are only 3 left after this. Anyway, this is, what is it called? Lookout Island, I think? Yeah, Overlook Island, that's right. Now, I need to open up to treasure chart number 13 and salvage this chart out. Of course, it's already open there, which is pretty nice. Watch out for that cannon boat. It didn't actually hit me, surprisingly. It was kind of not being dumb, so I was pretty thankful for that. But, you know, it might get in your way. Anyway, sorry, this is the secret cave chart, which shows you where all of the secret caves or grottos hold that you can fall into. Pretty nice. Now, let's warp to the Tower of the Gods, because there are a few places nearby that I need to head. So here it is, Tower of the Gods, looking mighty as ever. I'm going to go east 2 squares, and check this out. I'm already going to get info on more islands that I haven't gotten previously. So, of course, let's go ahead and sail there and equip some bait while I'm at it, because we won't need very much more of this stuff left. As a matter of fact, I already don't need to go to Beetle's shop to make any more purchases for bait, because I already have them. That's awesome. Anyway, after you finally sail there, after all the very long time getting there, I am actually not here to collect a treasure chart. This is a fairy island that I have not been to yet, and if you remember a few videos ago, we completed the Tower of the Gods, which is the 3rd dungeon in this game, and the item from that dungeon was the bow. And since I was able to upgrade my bombs all the way, why not upgrade my bow too, huh? You know? Alright, so why not upgrade my quiver capacity space? And that is exactly what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be upgrading my quiver capacity space here. And it's the same way here. There's a 60 upgrade and there's a 99 arrow upgrade. So I will be getting both of those in this video. You won't even know a 60 quiver. You won't know a world with a 60 arrow quiver. Nope, a 99 arrow quiver. Anyway, on here there are these 3 switches here, but first, actually I forgot, go ahead and come to the mailbox here, because you will have mail. There are 2 letters for me. However, though, it costs 200 rupees to receive them. That's quite a lot of money, so if you don't have any, then I advise you to go and salvage for more treasure charts. And once you have the money, which if you're like me, you most likely will, go ahead and pick them up. And actually, I kind of lied. Sorry, I did get a chart here. I got the Incredible chart, which allows me to see the location of all of the Triforce Charts, which I'll get into later. Anyway, there's another letter here, and it's from Errol. So this is the first we've actually heard from her after the Forsaken Fortress. So she is still on the pirate ship, and she's been making friends with all of them, which is great. However, it's not really that important. She's going to say, hey, I'm going to need you to give you my telescope back pretty soon. You can use it for a little longer. Because if you remember, at the very beginning of the game, she gave us the telescope to use because today was my birthday. Anyway, now that it's not, she kind of wants it back, but she's still letting me have it. Anyway, this letter wasn't actually necessary to receive, but I still think it's kind of a nice thing that Nintendo put in. Anyways, after you read it, you'll just get 20 rupees from it. So, I mean, that's pretty nice. Anyways, after that, I decided to cut this grass to get, well, I got magic and a rupee here from it, but once you're done with that, go inside the fairy fountain here. And, well, actually, wait, to get inside, I forgot, you have to hit these switches with your skull hammer. And also there's a blue chew in the way, so yeah, be sure to take care of that if he's getting in your way. Anyway, go ahead and use the skull hammer that we got at the Forsaken Fortress. This is a pretty fun item to use, in my opinion, just because well, this game defies everything that is realistic, basically. I mean, which is what Nintendo was going for, a cartoony game that isn't realistic. Anyways, once you're inside the fairy fountain, of course, just go forward, and the Great Fairy will upgrade your arrow capacity. "60 arrows is indeed pretty nice, but I don't know about you, I think 99 would seem much better. So let's go get that right now." So, yeah, I'm serious, you won't even know a world with a 60 arrow quiver. I just want to cut this grass because, come on, every old Zelda player does that. I'm serious. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop back into the boat, and now it is time to warp. I'm going to Greatfish Isle and then to Western Fairy Island just because it is nearby. I mean, it's in the area, so I might as well hit it up on the way. So, yeah, you'll notice that this part of the video is not fast forwarded because I just didn't find it all that necessary to do so, even though I still watch the cutscene. Anyways, here we are on Greatfish Isle, and I need to take a look. Yep, Western Fairy Island is just northwest of here. So, that's perfect. Go ahead and change the wind to make it blow northwest. I was saying Wind Waker HD players really have it fortunate, and I know because I was actually playing Wind Waker HD not too long ago, and I've been using the Swift Sail, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is so much faster. Not only does the Swift Sail automatically change the direction of your wind, but as the name implies, I think you go almost twice the speed as you go in the normal sail. It's fast. Makes it a lot more enjoyable. Sure, there's still annoying sailing, and that'll never be cut out of this game, but it's still a lot faster, which is nice. Alright, I need the skull hammer again. Don't be too worried if you see fire here. It's just another puzzle here. I need the skull hammer, but there's only one switch this time, so maybe I should have gone here first, but it was on the way. So let's go ahead and pick it up. Oh yeah, of course now you'll get arrows from grass and rocks and such. Anyways, once you're inside here, go ahead and drop down and receive the 99 arrow quiver upgrade. Alright, now we're almost done with this video here. Just a couple more things left to do. Perfect. That's all I can do here now, so I'm going to go ahead and leave. And the next place I have to stop is Four-Eye Reef, which is just north here, 1 square. So it's fairly close by. You shouldn't have to warp anywhere to go there. I'm here to pick up one of the other charts here. This is the last one that I need to pick up. Not the last treasure chart, but it's the last like special, little chart here. So I got the sun shining in my eye in real life, not in this game because like Link is all dark. Anyway, go ahead and change the wind to blow north, and let's sail to Four-Eye Reef. Go! Alright, perfect. This is the last of the charts to find, and you need treasure chart 41 in order to get this. So just make sure you have treasure chart 41. I couldn't exactly tell you where to find it. I'm sorry, you may have to look it up somewhere else, but yeah, watch out for those exploding barrels. They will surely get in your way. Alright, now that I'm here, and don't worry, this is sped up. Here it is. Let's go ahead and salvage right here. Okay, I got knocked out that time. I forgot about that. Oh, and they killed that cannon there. That was pretty helpful and nice. Alright, here we go. This is a really special one here, and I'm going to use it actually right now. This is the Great Fairy chart, and it tells me the locations of all the Great Fairies. Let's open it. Let's open it right up, and you'll see there's a special one right next to me. So we're wondering, what is that? Well, at long last, I am going to warp to Mother and Child Isles. I've been telling you not to do that until now. Now is the time to finally warp there. So let's warp there and see what happens. Well, after that extremely creepy but also quite charming cutscene of the Great Fairy Queen, now I have fire and ice arrows, which I do need those actually for the main quest, so coming here was not a waste of time. That's basically the end of this part now, though. Go ahead and warp to Windfall Island, where in the next video there will be some more quests to do on Windfall Island. This is really one of the last times we will have quests to do here, but it'll be worth it. So that's going to be it for this part. Thank you so much for watching, and join me in the next video to where we will be doing the last quest here on Windfall Island.